What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. And before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the fam as we drop content daily, go live daily. Very, very busy on this platform. And last but not least, my favorite part, please leave y'all's thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued and interested to know what y'all got to say about these topics. Just a disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, I do have the little savant, so forgive the noise in the background. Yeah, it's crunch time. But anyway, let's get to this work. As it has been announced that Skip Bayless at the end of the summer will be departing from Fox at Sports, FS1, but Fox Sports One, Undisputed. We all know the show that he began after he left his 12-year tenure with ESPN, First Take, Stephen A. Smith. And now it seems as if Skip Bayless is done. He is done. He has nowhere else to go. I've been reporting on Skip Bayless for quite some time now, as when I began my sports commentary, Skip Bayless was essentially on the way down. Not in the sense of uh, his takes or anything like that, demise of his the product, but just as far as his popularity, as far as his relevance goes. Prior to him going to Fox Sports One, I don't recall many people talking about Skip Bayless. Prior to my starting of this venture, when I began my venture, it was all about Shannon Sharpe. I began about 2 years ago. And so it was all about Shannon Sharpe when it came to Fox Sports One. He was the man, and it was pretty much understood that him and Skip were equally bringing relevance to that show. Well, that's what we thought. All the way up until the point where they had their famous moment of Skip Bayless essentially clowning Shannon Sharpe in the name of Tom Brady, as Tom Brady had a horrible game and Skip and Shannon was covering that game, and out of nowhere, Skip began attacking Shannon Sharpe for the sake of Tom Brady. And it was at that point that I knew it was going to be the beginning of the end for Skip Bayless, as Shannon didn't depart as right after that moment. It would be sometimes after that, but you could tell that the relationship was deteriorated, and that we didn't know then where or what Shannon Sharpe was going to do, but we all knew that it was the writing on the wall. Um, Not only that, Skip's disgusting tweet pertaining to the Damar Hamlin situation. Um, Shannon Sharpe didn't take kindly to that, so much so that he ended up no calling, no showing the very next day after the Damar Hamlin situation, just due to the disgust of Skip Bayless's tweet, which I 100% understand that. As an athlete, as a person that's had health issues myself, the Damar Hamlin was very sensitive to me, and so Skip just doing what he does, that yellow journalism, that shock journalism of just trying to get a reaction, trying to go viral, totally, was discussing when it came to that Damar Hamlin situation. It was after that point that I knew that not Skip, Shannon would be leaving for sure. We all know Shannon's an NFL guy. He's very protective of the other NFL guys, and rightfully so. But at that point, like I said, it was pretty much a wrap. And then we all know, Shannon's story. He's been nothing but a success since leaving Skip Bayless. Has two successful podcasts, doing his thing on ESPN. And then, Shannon's everywhere. Every time I look up, Shannon's doing an interview. He's always somewhere and doing something, staying busy. Kudos to him. It's been the total opposite for Skip. Skip has been stagnant and stale on Undisputed, Fox Sports One's Undisputed. Um, since Shannon has departed, he has tried to replace Shannon with several talents, including the likes of Richard Sherman, Keyshawn Johnson, Rachel Nichols. Who else? Paul Pierce is on there now. And none of these acts, respectfully, because I have respect for Paul Pierce, I have a respect for Richard Sherman, Rachel Nichols. I don't care for Keyshawn so much, but and Michael Irvin, the playmaker. Yeah, playmaker was up there too, acting a fool. um, but none of these guys, none of these very expensive replacements have been able to fulfill the shoes, or at least the role that Shannon Sharpe has played. So much so that when you look at the numbers for Undisputed, they are putrid, man. They are very bad. There used to be a bit of a neck and neck race between Undisputed and ESPN's First Take. But since Shannon has left, it is nothing of the likes. It is a Pee Wee football team going up against an NFL team. And that's the one thing, one credit I got to give Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is a master opportunist. And I'm sure once he heard that things was getting shaky for Shannon over there at Fox, he started putting in the work as far as getting him over to ESPN. But the numbers for Fox Sports 1 are nasty work. I've reported on these numbers. I believe the last time we talked about it, Skip was hardly pulling 200, 300,000 views, whereas you got ESPN First Take doing almost close to a million. I think First Take is pulling like 700,000 when Shannon Sharpe is on screen, and nothing less than 400 when he's not. So not much to talk about as far as competition goes anymore between the two shows. And now, well, I had one more mention. Skip Bayless's YouTube. Another thing I had to give Stephen A. Smith for credit for, although his YouTube channel ain't popping, but Stephen A. Smith had the wherewithal to understand when things was getting, shaky for him at ESPN First Take, and we're still watching that situation unfold. But when he seen things was getting a little shaky for him, he began his YouTube channel and been trying to put in the legwork to grow that YouTube channel. I'm not a fan of Stephen A. Snitch, y'all know this, but I do give credit where credit is due, and Stephen A. was able to notice, this major network thing doesn't work out. I still have to have my own platform. Skip has had that, but Skip's platform is it's just another sign of his irrelevance. If the Fox Sports 1 numbers weren't bad enough for you, go check his YouTube channel out, y'all. My favorite YouTubers are pulling better numbers than Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless has the machine behind him, y'all. Y'all realize that? Skip Bayless has been on mainstream television for shucks, 50 years it feels like? Long before I even came about, Skip Bayless was on TV. Skip Bayless has been doing sports reporting. And this man can barely pull 1,000 views on a video. It's crazy. Like I say, some of my favorite YouTubers are outperforming Skip Bayless far and away. So it's just a matter of the fact that now Skip Bayless has nowhere to go. And it's been reported, by multiple sources. Even some guys have come out and said this, like the likes of Matt Barnes. But that Skip Bayless, nobody wants to work with him. And the people that they try to replace Shannon Sharpe with, they've had to overcompensate them because nobody wants to work with Skip. You understand? Skip has made so many enemies in the industry that he's out on the island by himself now. I suggested about a year ago when I made a video about Skip that he should just stick to talking to Cowboys. Cowboy Nation still seems to have a respect for Skip for whatever reason, and he should just go over there with Jerry Jones. They should link up. Not Jerry Jones talking football per se, but Skip Bayless should be one of the primary analysts for Cowboys football. That's it. That's the only thing he should be talking about. Because that's all Fox Sports 1 has become a big pandering. Fox Sports 1 Undisputed. That's all it's become, is just a big pandering reality TV show. And I knew it was going to be bad when I seen Keyshawn Johnson and Michael Irvin up there caping for LeBron James. It's like, bro, the reason why y'all it's funny. It's kind of like a segue. But the reason why a lot of these networks are crashing, ladies and gentlemen, is because they continue to pound LeBron James topics, Lakers topics, Cowboys topics, and you can throw the Yankees in there as well. The Yankees aren't playing very well, but they'll find a way to talk about these three teams all day, every day, and it's just a disservice to real fans, to people that really want to be informed on what's going on in the sports world. Um, and so that's why I say, man, Skip Bayless was essentially just making his show about the Lakers and the Cowboys anyway. Just do that. Go. I don't even know if he's allowed in Dallas, Texas, or Arlington any longer. But just do that. And well, I say that because if y'all haven't seen the video I made about the beef between Troy Aikman and Skip Bayless, go check that out, man. Yeah, Troy Aikman, he does not like Skip Bayless. And so, I think that made Skip Bayless, they ostracized him. Sorry, guys. I think that ostracized him from the Texas market. But nonetheless, I lived in Texas for 10 years. And so I know that there are still people that, as far as in the Cowboy Nation, they still, seek out Skip Bayless's takes for whatever reason. But I believe that's the last straw that Skip Bayless has to draw on pertaining to his sports reporting career, because nobody wants to hear Skip talk about basketball. Nobody wants to hear Skip talk about anything, actually. Um, and it's deadly, and the numbers don't lie in this situation. Um, it's bad. It's bad. And I hate to say it, I almost feel bad for the old man, but he rightfully has earned this, as Skip has made a career of disrespecting athletes. And we can go far as back. I remember the first time I ever seen Skip disrespect an athlete. Was it Terrell Owens? I believe it was Eric Mangini, the old NFL coach. And they used to call him Eric Mangenius at one point, because Eric Mangini was a very brilliant football mind, but he would come on to Skip's show from time to time, and I remember seeing it in real time. Like being in high school or whatever, wherever I was at that point in my life. But I remember seeing it on TV. Skip disrespecting Eric Mangini, an NFL head coach, disrespecting him. The disrespect would continue on as he would come at Terrell Owens, and T.O. had to check him. He came at Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman checked him. He came at Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh checked him. He came at Russell Westbrook. Westbrook didn't do it to his face, but Russ checked him, let him know that the disrespect is crazy. And we could just go, so the list goes on. I know I'm missing some names. Again, if y'all know some people that y'all know that Skip has disrespected, put them in the comment section. But like I say, Troy Aikman was a fascinating story that I read into and found out why he doesn't like Skip Bayless. Another athlete that Skip Bayless has disrespected, and it dwindles all the way down. Down to now Shannon Sharpe. And I feel like when Skip disrespected Shannon Sharpe, it put a lot of people, a lot of casual fans, onto Skip Bayless's mess. If you wasn't aware of what Skip was about prior to the Shannon Sharpe put your glasses back on moment, a lot of people started to educate themselves after that. And like I say, it seems like Skip Bayless's popularity, his relevance, has decreased significantly since Shannon Sharpe has departed the show. But like I say, reports have come out that he's going to allegedly be leaving Fox Sports 1 Undisputed after this summer. I cannot wait, because I've been so tired of this man for quite some time. Skip Bayless is 72 years old, running around here in Jordans and a chain on, and got Lil Wayne on the show talking basketball. It's like, bro, where is the circus at? Dude, it's just a complete circus. It's a complete circus. NFL guys talking about the NBA never works. No more than having NBA guys talk to NFL. It's just like, this isn't their lane of profession, and you can tell. But outside of all of that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for y'all on this one. I will be keeping updates pertaining to this situation, and we'll see what happens to Skip and what goes on after his departure from Fox Sports 1 Undisputed. But if y'all don't mind, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, subscribe to the fam as we drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on this platform. And last but not least, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested to know what y'all got to say about these sports topics. It's actually my favorite part of this whole game, interacting with folks with different perspectives, even if you disagree with me. I love that energy too. A lot of times people give me introspect that I didn't consider when I was writing out my initial reports. And sometimes I got to double back and make another video. I'm actually making another video right now because I was chopping it up with some Shakur Stevenson fans, and they brought some things to my attention. So thank y'all. Definitely appreciate the love and the support. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.